Okay, great. Fantastic. Just making
Hi,
sure everyone
yeah.
can hear me.
I was just waiting for everyone's audio to connect. So, hi, happy
Fantastic.
Saturday. I'm Charlie. I'm located in the Portugal office, Ideal Homes, and we've got Ben in a villa because the lockdown has been lifted. So Ben's going to show you a lovely villa in Spain. Ben?
I am indeed. Thank you so much, Charlie. I am in the area of Campoamor, which is one of the most sought after regions in the sought after areas in the region. It's a fantastic 4-bedroom villa. We'll go around and we'll show you the outside and we'll take you into the interior. This is an unfurnished property, so it needs a little bit of imagination, but I'm sure you'll agree it is a stunner. So I'll just turn my camera around and then we'll start. So we've got the entrance here. And with my colleague as well, Fernando, who you've just seen dart out of the way there. So we've got the entrance here, as you can see. So it's a very nice entrance. We're located in a natural area. So we've got the pine forest, which you will see from views of pretty much every window of the property, which is really, really nice. So we're just going to go downstairs now, well, down to the lower level, and have a look at the garden area. Now, this property was constructed in 2017. It's never been used, so in effect, it's brand new. Does need a few extra fittings, light fittings, but other than that, the gardens have been kept immaculate, and it's ready to be used straight away.
So, how much is this villa costing? What's the price?
I will go through the prices and also the taxes in terms of the equivalent of council tax towards the end.
Okay.
So here we are to downstairs. Now here, there's no light, so I can't really show you well, but the whole underneath of the property can be used to create a games room, maybe a home theatre area. You could even maybe have a separate dwelling down here if you wanted to. It's not been finished, so it's completely dark in there, so I won't sort of show you too much, but lots of scope for further improvements if you deemed it necessary, if you needed more space. So as I say, you're in the natural pine forest, in the area of Campoamor. It's a very, very sought after location. A lot of people want to live and reside in this area. This area is very well respected. Just to the right, you've got entrance from the front of the property, which we were just at. Down here, you can see the steps going right the way down, which will then give you access into the forest itself. So if you've got dogs and you want to go for a leisurely walk, or you just wanted to be part of nature, it's fantastic to have that right on your doorstep. So let's go, oh, we're going this way. We're going round back up into the front of the property. So again, it's only 600 meters away from the beach. It's around about a 10-minute walk. You're 2 kilometers away from Lesenia Boulevard, and I don't know if you've managed to catch any of the earlier presentations, but Lesenia Boulevard is a very well-known shopping mall, lots to do, and actually brings in a lot of tourism to the area. So now we've just done a full circle of the back of the property, and we're now at the front. And I tell you, I'm out of breath already. Shows how unfit I am. So here we are in the entrance of the property. To the right, you've got storage, things like shoes, bags, coats, etc. You've got the guest bathroom.
It's a nice big
Very well
bathroom.
finished. Very nice. I like the tiles on the roof. Make it look like the sky. There you go. Contrasting colours of the mocha and the light brown. This property has gas central heating throughout. I'll just show you the kitchen. It's an open plan kitchen. Again, same colour theme. Just need your white goods. Fridge, freezer, oven, microwave, dishwasher, etc. And we will show you
It's a
the
lovely big
living
open
space.
space.
Very,
Cute.
very, very, you get this feel of space definitely with this
Mm.
property. Obviously it's unfurnished, but you can see there's plenty of room for a three-piece or an L-shaped sofa, and to have the views backed onto the natural pine forests as your
That's
backdrop
lovely.
is fantastic.
Mm.
Then we have the pool just down here, but we'll show you that in just a mo.
You could jump out the window into the pool.
On a day like this, it's very, very tempting indeed.
Yeah.
So we'll just go outside just so you can see the patio area or the terrace area, which is a very nice sun trap. Hopefully my phone is calibrating the color and it's adjusted
Yeah.
itself correctly. So lots of space. And again, it's pretty much a blank canvas for you to do as you wish. But such a lovely, beautiful setting of the pine forest. And you know that view's never going to change. It's always going to stay the same. It's protected. So there's never anything that's going to be built in the future that's going to disrupt or spoil your views. And I don't know if the camera can pick up the brickwork.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
It's lovely.
textured brickwork, very, very nice indeed. So again, you've got the kitchen area, the living space, but we're going to go downstairs now and have a look at the pool. So you've got a good sized pool. Again, this property hasn't been used, but as you can see, everything is still maintained to a high standard. You've got the kids section of the pool there. And it's a fantastic size. So we're now one level down. We're going to go into one of the bedrooms on this 4-bedroom property, which is here. So you can see there's plenty of space for a double bed, bedside cabinets, and you've got fitted wardrobes as well. So lots of storage. Storage in this house is not a problem at all. And again, the views of the pine forests. Lovely to wake up to every morning. So that's bedroom number 1. We'll now go into bedroom number 2. And this doesn't have to be used as a bedroom at all. Some people may decide to turn this into a gym area. Backdrop of the pool, which personally I would do. So you have bedroom just behind me as we've just exited bedroom number 2. You've got bedroom number 1 as we just went in there. And then we have the bathroom. Again, similar style on the roof tiles. Finished to a very, very high standard indeed. Lots of space. And the great thing about the property, again, that there is central heating throughout. This is the master bedroom, which there's a door just here. It's a section off. So again, lots of space in this room. Similar views to the bedroom number 1, the pine forests. This property has air conditioning fully installed, ready to go. So no units, it's done for a central system, so you don't have any unsightly units on the wall. You then have the master bedroom bathroom, which has a bath, which is nice. I know a lot of people still like to have a bath. I'm more of a shower man myself. And then you would have your walk-in closet area as well. So that's all belonging to the master bedroom. So gas central heating throughout, which is very, very good. And if you're somebody who likes games, or maybe you have ideas of a cinema room, this is a complete blank canvas.
Wow.
So this space here is quite a versatile space. You could quite happily turn this space into 2 separate bedrooms with a dividing wall. One of the bedrooms would obviously have an ensuite bathroom if that's something you wanted to implement, but lots of choice. But I know I would have a games room, maybe a table tennis or
It's huge.
table football. It's a very, very large size, 98 square meters just for this area alone. And coincidentally, the underbuild of the property also is the size of the property. So there's lots of room to expand lower down.
Wow.
So if you are lazy at times, like myself, you have a lift which will take you from the basement right to the top, and an intercom system there as well, which is fully working and operational. So if you can remember, if you got your bearings, we've actually done a tour of the outside, come from outside downstairs, but we're now going back upstairs. And you can see that the stairs are lovely and wide, still giving you that element of space and that feeling of nice, fresh, airy feel. And then we're back up into the living space. So yeah, there's the lift, services all the floors. We have a bedroom here. It doesn't have to be used as a bedroom. Could be used for study, maybe a kid's playroom, whatever you deem necessary. Again, similar views, the pine forests. All the shutters on this property are electric. All the connection points for TV, internet are all pre-installed, just ready for a provider. You've got your marble fireplace, which is just here. And again, views from the living space. I just find them amazing. I've spent about 10 minutes today just soaking it all in. It's on a day like this when you've got the sun shining, it is spectacular. So this property does have a garage, which we will show you shortly. I'll just take you back round so you can see the patio area again. This is probably where a lot of people will spend the majority of their time living here during the summer. But you can just hear the birds cheeping, sun shining, lovely blue skies. It's a very well-respected, sought-after area of the Costa Blanca. So lots of space. You have a storage area, which is through that door there. And you've got the entrance to the garage there as well. All the external light fittings are pre-installed and ready. High quality marble on the floor. And then back into the kitchen, where you just need to think about what white goods you would need and have them fitted. So now going back to the outside, to the front of the property again. So if you can remember, we went, or should I say we came up those steps there at the beginning, and we went down those steps there at the start. So we've got the garage area, which is here. I'll just try and pan back so you can have a good look. So you've got your service door, and obviously that's a shutter, roller shutter that will go all the way up. But there's plenty of space if you don't want to park inside, so you can happily park outside, but it's all pre-installed, the motor's in, so you can start using it straight away. Energy efficient boiler system, services the whole house. Obviously you have mains water, mains electric, mains gas. And that's the side of the property. So we'll just do a very, very quick walkthrough again, just for anybody who's maybe joined in late. We'll just have a leisurely stroll, but just to recap again, you've got 4 golf courses close by. They're all within a 20 to half an hour drive away. You're in between 2 airports, which is Alicante and Murcia. you're in between them both. I think Murcia is probably the closest, but has less frequency on flights. Alicante is a little bit busier, and Alicante is about 40 minutes away by car. The beach, 10-minute walk. Shops, bars and restaurants, 10, 15-minute walk. So we're back down here. I mean, this property is great because a lot of people want to have a big property, but not necessarily lots of land, because they don't want the upkeep. But you've got just enough land to be happy with if you wanted to sit outside on some grass, maybe have a barbecue. But you wouldn't necessarily have to have acres and acres and fruit trees if that's not something that you're after. And just to refresh, we've got steps which will go right the way down. I'll just quickly show you. They'll go down through that door, and then that will take you directly into the pine forest. So if you have dogs, or again, you just want to be part of nature, I find it's really nice to have that just on your back garden. So got your interior lights. It's finished to a very, very high standard. You've got Cabo Roy Marina, which is not far away at all. Lots of restaurants. I mean, Cabo Roy is very, very well known. So that's not too far at all. This property is called Cascades, and the reason being, it's like a waterfall as it cascades down. So it's built on the side of a hill. Property's been unused since it was built, but there's no signs of damp, moisture retention. So you can tell that the construction is very well thought out. Whew, and I'm out of breath again. Wow. I think I need to get in the gym. So you can see you've got back into the living space from the front door. Lots of potential here if you have a big family. This goes right the way around to the kitchen area. Then, as we've seen, we've got the terrace. You have got a bedroom on this floor, or I would say a room. It doesn't necessarily have to be used as a bedroom, but we'll show you again. It could be a study, it could be a storage room. It's a very interesting painting. I'll just go landscape so you can have a look. This house. So, just so you can see more. So we're going downstairs, now we're going the level. And we do have a unit, we'll lose signal. You do have a lift there. Then we go into this huge, absolutely tremendous, but just open space, which, due to the acoustics, I know what I would do with the space. I think it would definitely be a theatre room for me. And it also has a small storage area through there as well. Maybe I can turn this into a separate living area for the mother-in-law. There's an idea. So you've got bedroom number 2, which has the views of the pool. Again, could be a gym. With those views, that might be an idea. We've then got bedroom number 1, fitted wardrobes, good sized wardrobes. All the connection points, as I say, for TV and internet are pre-installed and ready. Electric shutters throughout, pre-installed air conditioning, which is done on an internal duct system, so you don't have any air conditioning units on the walls. The doors, coincidentally, are solid wooden doors, and so are the frames. They're not covered, they're not plastic covered. You've then got to just switch the light, and you've got the bathroom. Again, good size. And then we go into the master bedroom. So that would be your walk-in closet. Just turn the light on so you can get a bit better view. As this particular bedroom doesn't have any built-in wardrobes, but with a walk-in closet, obviously it's not deemed necessary. Very good size, fantastic size bathroom. Just needs a screen for the shower. And then this would be the bedroom. The construction size of the property is 340 meters squared. That's just the property build size. The plot size itself is 1,200 meter squared. (62 meters squared on the terrace. The basement is 98 meters squared. And then the games room, 120 meters squared. Coincidentally, the cellar is again 120 meters squared. There we go, that's open. Let's go out here so we can have a look at the pool again. So I don't know if the camera or my microphone, should I say, is picking up the birds just cheeping, but they're just flying overhead, and it's just such a nice, tranquil, relaxing location. Solid stone used throughout. And it's just very well finished. There's no expense spared. The council tax on the property is €1,430 a year. And this property is on the market for 1.390. So it's €1,390,000. So just going back upstairs now into the living space in the kitchen. With a small storage cupboard just here. And that would be the entrance. Guest bathroom, storage, solid armored door, and your fantastic entranceway. Just, yeah. So that's the property. We will be going to the beach to do a video there, and we'll feature that Monday. So we are doing a segment on beaches in the area. So that will be one of the areas we'll cover. But I'm sure you'll agree, this is a stunning property. So if anyone has any questions, or if anybody needs any more information, or if anybody has any questions at all in regards to buying a property in Spain, then feel free to ask away, and I'll try and do my best to answer them.
It's a lovely property. So I just thought of a couple of questions. So if someone was looking to get us a second home, but also to use it as a rental investment, have you got any idea of the rental income that you could bring in for this property over the peak summer?
I mean, for the peak summer, this would be, if you are going to rent a property like this, I mean, you could quite happily charge anywhere in the realms of 250 to maybe €300 to €350 on a daily basis in peak summer. On a week-long holiday, you could be looking at €1,500 a week plus. It very much depends. A property like this doesn't tend to come on the market for rentals.
Mm-hmm.
It generally tends to be somebody who wants to live here and obviously turn this into a home. But yes, I mean, there is an option if people wanted to have this property and you know, maybe use it as a business and actually have the property rented. Easily done. So this is a very, very well-known, sought after, popular area, and mainly because of its location, mainly because of the pine forest, and the fact that the location only really attracts people of a certain caliber. So the neighborhood is very well loved. It's always maintained and very clean. And so for that reason, you can obviously see why it will be quite a sought after area. We're just looking at the adjacent property. I don't know if the camera's picking it up there. But you can see how well manicured the garden area is there. And just a vast array of plants and palm trees and all sorts of plants there. I mean, that could easily be developed and something that could be over time done on this property. So as I say, it's been built 3 years ago. It's never been lived in, it's never been used. And there's just a lot of scope to take things forward with it. There's a lot of scope to enhance it, personalize it, and make alterations if you deem that necessary. I mean, the space downstairs, which is a huge space, you could divide into 2 separate areas. You can have it open plan. You can turn it into 2 more bedrooms if you needed it. There's just so much you can do. So really, you know, high windows, nearly floor to ceiling, but lets a lot of natural light into the property. There's no lights on at the moment, and there's a lot of natural light coming through. Okay. So hopefully that's whetted the appetite of anybody looking for a property in the region. The owners are keen to sell. They actually have another few more properties locally. So yeah, if you have any questions.
I'll put the link to the property in the chat as well.
And you can
your
put my
email.
email address. Fantastic. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to get in contact. This video will be up on YouTube shortly. So if you did miss, or if you've come in halfway through, or you just want a refresher, maybe your other half is at work at the moment. When he comes back,
you need to persuade him.
Then by all means, have a look on the video. But we can always come back to the property if you needed to take further shots if there's anything we missed, but I think I've covered everything. And as I say, we'll take a video of the beach and the local area so you can have a look at that as well. But that pretty much concludes this virtual tour.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. Thank you everyone who's joined. And I hope to see you in person shortly to view the property in person. Take care.
Bye, everyone.